from the top, we have you, and I'll invite Joseph for tomorrow, along with Tom and Ron and Karen. And I was going to, tomorrow I'm going to go over how to get the license for the others. And basically, we have a website at cacamtasia.ieee.org. You get this message making you think you shouldn't go any further, but it's okay. You have a welcome, and you put in your credentials, sign in, and I've already got one test demo out there, and here's where you can download the recorder if you're Mac or Windows. I guess there's even more. More things to download. I think we're just still stuck with the it's just with Mac and PC. You're using a PC, right?
Yes, I'm using PC.
Okay, and actually, I'm not. What are you seeing on? I'm not sharing this with you, so I'll just show you what I'm sharing. This is what I'm. Now you can see my web browser.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I was showing, that we can download this application, and right now it's I'm in like 2 minutes into recording this, so I'm going to move for you. Can you see my text edit box on the screen now?
Yeah.
Was it better? Was it better if I just focus on that app rather than giving you the full screen?
You mean the text editor?
Yeah, with WebEx, I can just show that one screen rather than. Well, let's just continue on.
I think showing the text editor is better.
Okay.
The font is a little bit small.
Yes, I figured it might. Okay. So here, now you can see it. So what I think are the open items are, I know the Region's 6 attendees were invited to bring their laptops to the training, and once we get their names and emails, our staff people, either Steve or Ted, will provide them the logins and passwords. Otherwise, they can use mine to download this app. And then we want them to download it. And I'm thinking, I don't really know the room number, where we are, or what the layout is, but hopefully it has a speaker system that we can connect into and try. A room audio system, I guess they call it.
Yeah, actually, Tom ordered 30 of these wireless Macs. I think that's it will be the perfect venue to test these wireless Macs, because that's the majority of the community.
So the configuration that Ron is planning is it'd be nice to have him show what a mixer looks like and how that connects into the room audio system. You know, they have these different cables and connectors, and it'd be nice if people could have some hands-on plugging it in and you know, having their 10 seconds of fame trying out the audio. So some hotel rooms don't have a built-in audio, so I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, the reality is for most of our chapter tech meetings, they don't have a luxury of having.
Yeah, I think that's. I've been in both of them. It helps to have a industry sponsor. They usually can give you a room with an audio system.
Yeah.
So I have lots of draft slides on the shared directory, and I didn't want to push my ideas, and I got Ron to give me 9 slides. Did you ever get a chance to look at his 9 for on the audio?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay. He was thinking he could do it in 10 minutes.
A couple of slides, yeah.
He thought he could do it in 10 minutes. I'm thinking it may be more like 15 or 30. And it's as we talked last week, if you don't solve the audio problem, everything else is for naught. So everybody I've talked to is eager to take a hand at doing a part of the presentation. So I'm going, I guess, send around draft slides and say speaker A, B, and C who wants to do what. And you have a special assignment on the post editing.
Yeah.
And my daughter works in, my daughter and son-in-law, they both work in commercial movies, commercials, things like that. And I told her that the environment that we're in, that we need to trim the sections and raise the volume, cut out any large gaps or goofs, and she thought that most technical people like to use Adobe Premiere. I think I got the right system.
Yeah, but Adobe is that's a paid version.
It's pretty expensive and heavy weight for what we're doing. She said for Mac users, the iMovie that comes with the Mac it could also do those same things, those same functions.
Yeah. Actually, Microsoft Movie Maker is not bad.
Yeah, Movie Maker, right.
I can talk about that, and I can also do a call for volunteers to join that ad hoc team.
Yes.
Helping post editing.
The other and I think we're going to have artifacts to give to them. I think we'll have a copy of pass out the release form. This is for the speaker's release form, the presenter's release form.
Is that the same copy you sent me last year? It's the electronic word file.
Yes, I'm curious what you used for your speakers.
I used the form you sent to me. You sent me a release form. You say that's the one that you used for Chicago meeting.
Okay. Could you look at to see if that's the same one I have on my shared drive?
Yeah. I also need to dig that out because I clearly remember you sent me one last year. So
Yeah.
since then we have been using that whenever we have a recording, we just print that out. Yeah, I will try to find that out and send it to you.
Okay, good. Because I was at a conference in May, and we pulled out the release form and gave it to the presenter after he presented, and he had this expression like, "Oh my goodness, I don't think I should have done this." And
Yeah. So I think we should create some awareness with institutions as well, because if the institution know that they actually have that meeting, then they won't be so surprised, because the speakers sometimes they are just scared to be formal. This release form is very formal, actually. A lot of people will think twice.
You're right, and I think that's almost has to be a criteria for selecting the presenter. If he's unwilling, really the chapter should try to find someone who is willing. And then, and in some cases, you got a guy that a topic and a well-known presenter that's had a lot of experience, and he. In some cases, I encourage people just mark up the release form. We can deal with this later, and we're not lawyers. And the pushback I got last May was, well, how much money do you think you're going to make off of this talk? And I said, 0. We're giving it away free. But that's not the case for these the chapters. We might make a $1.95 for off each one. So
Yeah. So the other thing is, so we may offer some honor for people who participate in this effort. Even if we don't do cash reward, maybe we can do, certificate and to say he or she participated in this recorded meeting initiative, kind of like a certificate of appreciation.
yes, that is a good idea.
We come from senior leadership of IEEE. For example, I was the president, so the regional director signed that. In this one, you make this clearly a contribution to volunteer work.
Yes. Good point. So the next thing that's open is I was starting work today on our demo page that is going to have 2 pages. One is what the individual recording will look like, and this will have the Camtasia recording link on it, but we also want to have the author's name, contact information, affiliation, bio, photo,
Right.
and we want an abstract of his presentation, the keywords. If he has references to other papers or other websites, that's good, and if possible, a copy of the slides. And for chapters that have more than one individual recording, we're going to have a collection of on a separate page, a chapter web page just showing all their recordings, sort of like it's going to be a catalog style, and there'll be a search box for using keywords or author names within that chapter or across IEEE.
Yeah. So John, I have another meeting to go to at 2:30.
Yes, I think
So yeah.
I think we're done with this list. Can you think of anything else that you think that we should cover that you haven't heard us talk about?
No, for my part, it looks good. And so I'm going to send you maybe 3 or 4 pages of slides.
Good. Well, thank you.
I would like to ask for 15 minutes for my presentation.
Great.
Do you think 15 minutes will work that time?
Between 10 to 15. We have 90 minutes, and I see your presentation coming near the end. At that point,
Okay.
the anxiety in the room will be split between, oh, this is a piece of cake, or, well, I've done this before and it was a disaster. And that's when you come in to say, hey, don't worry, we got a backup team that's going to help with post-editing.
Sure.
And the flexibility of this license is, if the speaker is dissatisfied with the audio system, or his presentation got screwed up and he really wants to make amends, he could go back to his office or house and record it again and just send that in. We'd have to splice off the Q&A at the end, and that's where your post editing comes in.
Yeah.
You just broke up. Can you repeat that?
The makeup recording, that may not work very well for a lot of speakers, because people prefer being recorded while they are actually giving the talk. If you later bring them into even a studio-like environment, they feel quite different in doing that.
You're right. You get energized when you're in front of an audience. The stakes are higher, and sometimes you don't follow your script because you're playing to the audience. This is what's important to them. You're right. It's better to record it live.
Yes. John, my next other meeting starts.
Yes.
And I will.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Okay. Bye-bye.